there, and welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. Today, the name on everybody's lips is gonna be Moxie. Ah? Ah? Ah, you get it. Anyway, today we're trying Moxie. Moxie is a traditional New England soda, originally made in Lowell, Massachusetts. It's actually the official soft drink of Maine. That occurred in 2005. As you can see, well, I guess you can't see, but I'll show you when we look at the label. The label says established in 1884, but its roots are actually a few years earlier than that. A gentleman named Agustin Thompson uh, created a patent medicine. If you don't know what patent medicines are, they're essentially cure-alls that cure nothing. But anyway, he patented this as a nerve food that's supposed to be good for your brain, healthy for athletes, things like that. And as you know, as the strongest athlete you know, I apparently have been missing this in my life. It's made from a root called a gentian root, which is supposed to be sort of akin to root beer. I don't know. Haven't tried it yet. We're going to try it out today. And Thompson made up a lot of, well, frankly, bullshit about where the root came from and where the name came from. Essentially, the only thing that was real about it is that it eventually became a soda that you could drink. And that's really where we boiled down to, is that he was selling it like a syrup, sort of, and then eventually added water to it and made it a soda in 1884, which is where they get the established date. Today, it's actually owned by the Coca-Cola company, but honestly, what isn't at this point? But it went through a series of sales through the 60s and 70s and now resides with Coca-Cola. With that, let's take a look at the label here. You can see this traditional guy here that's actually called the Moxie Man or the Moxie Boy. That is a traditional image. I think it was presented in the 1910s. It was actually removed in 2010, and then a bunch of people had an uproar about it because the one thing you don't do is mess with tradition, I guess. And so the next year in 2011, it was brought back. I like the style of it. I think it's kind of I like the distinctiveness of it, and as you can see, distinctively different. So I'm interested to see how this is all gonna go. And so with that, let's see if we can pop this bad boy open. Oh yeah, twist tops. Okay, so it smells a little bit like a root beer, but like actually it smells a whole lot like an off-brand sugar-free root beer. I know I'm really selling this to you. It smells like some maybe closer to sarsaparilla, if you've had that, or a birch beer. It's not truly on the nose with root beer. And with that, let's go. Well, distinctively different is right. I mean, there's that. Um, um. uh, okay, so when it first hits your tongue, it's a little sweet. Uh, again, like a root beer or a birch beer, that sort of family of sodas. And then the bitterness hits you. So I don't know how many of you are drinkers, but if you guys have had bitters in your drink, it's that. It's like somebody was like, root beer, let's add some bitters to it because why make anything taste completely tasty? Don't get me wrong, I like bitters in some of my drinks, in my cocktails, like when it's appropriate. But I'm not going out of my way to drink bitters all the damn time. Uh, what a choice. Choice that was made for this. Do people in Maine just hate flavor? I mean, I guess that's mean. I do know some people in Maine. Um, but yeah, it's definitely distinct. I can see why somebody would like claim this as like theirs to own because like it's unique. And it's very it lingers. I, I guess I'm not showing a whole lot of moxie to sell this soda. I don't think it's bad. I think it's distinct. Like it says, it it's distinct. I don't know what else to say about it, but it's truly not bad. I do know that sometimes chefs use this as a reduction to make baked beans. I'm it's interesting. I know I kind of keep just using the same words perhaps on the other source, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't hate it. Um, it was worth trying. I'm glad I tried it. I don't know if I necessarily pursue it again as my first choice, but you know, if you can find a can or a bottle, it might be worth splitting with somebody. Like I don't think many people are going to want to drink the whole thing. But I think you could easily split it with somebody and get the experience. Next week, we're continuing our tour of the Northeast with Yacht Club Soda. Yacht Club Soda is I believe it's an official Rhode Island soda. I don't believe it's the official soda of Rhode Island, but it's a soda that's made in Rhode Island. We're going to be trying their Rhodey Red flavor because if we're going to lean into Rhode Island, we're going to go for the flavor that's named after the state. They apparently have a lot of different flavors on their site. We'll go into that more next week. But until next time, drink weird. Like this.